the Rotunda Hospital, and it is a maternity hospital, and it's been functioning since 1745, and it was set up by Bartholomew Moss. He was a surgeon come midwife, and the idea was that it would be a lying in for hospital for ladies having babies, so they'd have some bit of comfort after having their babies. So they say more people come out of there than go in, as you can imagine. Yeah. So this again is a Georgian square, and we're coming up here now to the top. It's called Parnell Square, and it's called after Charles Stuart Parnell. We have up here we have the Parliament House, which is now the Hugh Lane Gallery here on the left hand side. Now it's definitely free to enter, and it's a fabulous building. We had why was his name never come to me? I was at the exhibition in January. His name just the Campbell's Can of Soup. What's that artist's name? Warhol. Andy Warhol. Yes, he had an exhibition there for before Christmas and right up to January. It was amazing. And they also have Francis Bacon. You probably have heard of him as well. He was originally Irish, from an aristocratic. My tongue is aristocratic background. I apologise. I'm sorry, aristocratic. I wasn't. I wouldn't mind if I was. Anyway, he lived in London most of his life, and again, he didn't go to art college or anything. He just believed in, doing his own thing. But anyway, when he died, his studio in London was donated to the Hugh Lane Gallery, and it's actually in there exactly the way he left it.
Wow.
And he was not tidy. You see the state of it, how he managed. But again, another interesting character. Right on the right-hand side here, we have the Garden of Remembrance, and that was that's set up for the to commemorate anybody that died for Irish freedom. And it is a little bit of a pool in there, and it is cruciform in shape. And they have, the statues of the beautiful sculpture, the Children of Lear, just right at the back of it there. And it's a very kind of a peaceful spot, funnily enough, when you go in there. And Queen Elizabeth visited Ireland in 2011. Now, that was the first time in over 100 years that we have any royalty that visit here, and she visited the Garden of Remembrance, and that was just a very big deal at the time. And that's not that long ago. So you get a better view there as you look in, and you can see the sculpture, the Children of Lear at the back. See? But again, you kind of have to walk in around it to see. It's really kind of something unique about it. So again, we're coming down to an aristocratic. I'm going to say that 10 times now, so it sticks in my head. Sorry about that. Here we have the Gate Theatre. That has been functioning since the 1930s. Micheál MacLean and Hilton Edwards were a couple, and they set it up, and it's still functioning. So again, we're onto O'Connell Street, and this is the back of the Charles Stuart Parnell monument, which the square is called after. And we have down here on the left-hand side, we have one of the oldest hotels in Dublin. It is called the Gresham, but it's now owned by the RU Group, RIU. I think they're a Spanish group. Yeah. But any celebrities or whatever that used to come to Dublin back in the day, we had the likes of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, those sorts of people. They would stay in the Gresham here. Yes, nice one. It's a lovely hotel, actually. So our Lewis just runs right up O'Connell's the main street as well. And this is the spire now, as you can see. It has it's a little bit different. A lot of people will say that it just doesn't suit the street, because there was a lot of controversy about it at the time.
Looks like it needs flags, like a big flagpole.
Or something at the top, yeah. That's meant to be some kind of a light, and it's meant to be self-cleaning steel.
Like the bean in Chicago.
That probably, yeah, that thinking, but I mean, it just...
So how much did we spend cleaning it so far? 2.5 million.
No, it's meant to be self-cleaning.
It's
Steve.
meant to be self-cleaning.
Oh, good grief. You know, sometimes you wonder, there's no joint up thinking in a lot of government
It's
organisations.
categorised. It's categorised as a sculpture. You know that?
I know,
It's the
yeah.
largest sculpture in the world.
The largest, yeah, well, I can believe that. I just, yeah, I don't, yeah. Nelson's Pillar, there was a very old statue there, and that was bombed, so they put this instead. Or actually, wasn't Anne Olivia was there before this?
And Olivia was there.
And the
yeah.
lady I was telling you up near Collins Barracks, she was there first, reclining here in her pool. And so when they moved her because of all the bubbles, this was commissioned. Yeah. See?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's that thing you stand in front of.
A portal.
Yeah, the portal.
Oh, that's there, isn't it?
Yeah. You see, there was a bit of trouble over that as well,
Yeah.
because what
Yeah.
people were doing.
Uh-huh.
On both sides.
It's a big screen, and there's another one in New York, and it's a live, continuous feed between the two countries.
Yeah.
But
Where's the one in New York?
people were holding up obscene gestures.